Welcome back to the Simply Personal Finance channel. I'm Alex, and today we are going to be reviewing my May spending. I've been wanting to do this for a while now, where I make a video sharing my income, my expenses for the month, and I'm finally sitting down to do it, and we are starting May 2022. May was an interesting month because I'm actually in Nanaimo right now doing a practicum for my degree. I'm in pharmacy school and I was placed out in Nanaimo for 6 weeks. I will be at a community pharmacy for 4 weeks, and I just finished that, and then I've just started doing 2 weeks at the hospital. So kind of an interesting month where I'm also spending a lot on transportation, parking, gas, ferries back and forth from the mainland back to the island, etc. So honestly, I did not do too bad. I made $1,649.23 and I spent $1,649.64. So I ended up spending about 41 cents, not about, exactly 41 cents over how much I made, which obviously is not ideal. This month was kind of interesting because I actually didn't work at all this month. The only income that I am accounting for actually came from me working the previous month. So you know how you work the 2 weeks and then there's kind of a week delay in you getting your paycheck? So that's kind of what happened for me. So it turned out that my income was coming in, the first couple days of May, but I actually worked those shifts a few weeks before. So that kind of helped to supplement my income this month while I'm away on practicum. Most of my income came from working my regular part-time jobs at the pharmacies. So I made about just under $1,400 just based on my regular part-time jobs. I also did my first mystery shop this month. I signed up a long time ago for mystery shopping, but never actually got around to it. And while I've been in Nanaimo, I've been kind of searching for ways to make money. There was one mystery shop I could do in Nanaimo, so signed up, got it, and it was actually pretty easy, pretty fun experience. So it's not the best pay. I got $20 for the mystery shop. Basically got paid $20 an hour for 1 hour, and I guess that was my only income I made this month. But that's okay. I'm, working on my schooling. I did get about $150 in a tax refund. I also got about $11.50 back from Rakuten. That's a cashback service when online shopping. I have the Google Chrome extension for Rakuten, so a little thing will pop up and then basically it will track whatever I'm buying and I will get cash back for using that. So super easy to use, and they just send you a check in the mail. I also want to point out I got $70 from my wonderful aunts. I went down to visit them in Victoria when I was up in Nanaimo. They came over for a day, wanted to help me pay for my gas because I drove down to see them, and we went to the Bouchard Gardens, had an amazing time, and they didn't want me to be out any money because they know I'm a struggling student and they just wanted me to really enjoy my time with them. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. And that helped me stay on budget for this month. So where did my money go? Where most of my money went was towards rent. So I don't actually track my rent because I'm using my student line of credit to pay for my rent, because basically what I'm trying to do while I'm a student is use my loans to pay for my rent and all my tuition, and then I'm trying to supplement all of my other spending with my part-time jobs. So including the rent, I spent $2,849.64, but I'm not actually including that in my income and expenses because I can't afford it. So that money comes from my student line of credit, and I'm tracking all of my other spending outside of my rent and my tuition payments. Outside of my rent payments, I spent the most on travel. I spent just under $500 on travel because I had to get all of my travel vaccinations, medications, and I had to go to a travel vaccination clinic to actually get a consult for all of these things. So that cost me close to $400. And then I also went on a hiking trip with my boyfriend and some friends, and that essentially paid for our food while we were away for the weekend. Next on the list was transportation. I spent about $370 on transportation. So that varies back and forth from the island. Gas, so much gas. Gas is crazy expensive nowadays. And parking. I also have to pay for parking at my current practicum. Honestly, mostly gas. Next, I spent a lot on food. I spent about $320, so that includes groceries, eating out, coffee shops, all that stuff. Then I spent about $200 on personal care. In this category, I include clothing, shoes, books, basically anything that I just want. I bought a couple clothing pieces for going to Africa. Actually went to a thrift shop here in Nanaimo. I believe it's called Funk Revival, so shout out to them. I got a white t-shirt and a sort of yellowy brown dress. I'm having a really hard time with my current wardrobe. The fashion etiquette in Africa is a little bit different from here. So I'm trying to show a little bit less skin. As well, on the safaris, there are certain colors that you're supposed to wear. You're not supposed to wear black because it attracts flies, which is basically my entire wardrobe, so I'm a little bit screwed there. And, you know, no bright colors, kind of browns, neutrals, khakis. Yeah, I bought a couple pieces there, and then I also bought a really cute top just for myself. Next up is business expenses. So for Simply Personal Finance, I pay every month for the website to be up and running and my email services, etc. This month, one of my annual fees, which is like $150, went through. So it's more expensive than usual. It was about $180 this month, but that is not the norm either. I do have a separate savings account that pays for all my business expenses, and essentially anytime that I do get paid for the business, it goes right back into the business. But because my business is so small right now, and if I don't make enough from the business to cover the expenses, I will use my personal money to cover the expenses. So for now, I am just keeping it intertwined with all of my personal stuff. I did send a total of $61.06 to savings. I put my entire tax refund into savings and took $90 out of it to purchase my mom's birthday gift. I got her this really cute backpack from Matt and Nat that she has wanted for so long, and it's going to be perfect for our trip to Africa, and my boyfriend also pitched in on that, so thank you. She loves it. Almost done. I became part of a pharmacy association. That's really important for me, but also my pharmacy career, so that was definitely worth it. I could use my student line of credit to pay for this since this is part of my education. However, I can afford to pay for it, so I'm going to. As you know, I'm trying to pay for everything outside of rent and tuition. Just to kind of keep that boundary for myself, I chose to pay for it out of pocket. And finally, spent about $45 for health and fitness. This is like my dance classes. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend this month. Usually I'd spend a lot more on my health and fitness, but since I wasn't able to attend dance classes this month, they didn't charge me. Thank you guys so much. You know who you are. Love you. I also encompass my prescriptions in here, and this month I had to get some eye drops as recommended by a doctor. So that brings us to the end. That is where my money went in May. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you feel inspired to start tracking your own spending if you're feeling like you have no idea where your money is going, or you feel like there's never enough. I am also going to take the time tonight to go through my budget for the next month, think about any expenses that might be coming up, so any birthdays, any trips that I'm taking. Obviously Africa is going to be a huge one. Kind of just preparing myself for that, giving myself a buffer because things always come up. Just giving yourself a little bit of breathing room always helps a little bit. Before I started budgeting, honestly, I felt like There was so much fear in the unknown. I don't know how much is coming in, I don't know how much is going out, and honestly just knowing, okay, I'm 41 cents off, I can live with that for the month. I try to take a look at the next month before it starts to kind of lay out a groundwork for the next month, and that really helps me see budgeting not as restrictive, trying to, you know, cut out everything, but trying to send money where I want to spend it. Like, okay, we're going out for a girls' night this month. I want to spend $250 on food out this month. Not even including groceries, anything like that. That might sound ridiculous one way or another. Some people might think $250 is way too little, or the other way around. You know, everyone's different. Just because I want to spend my money a certain way does not at all mean that you need to spend your money that way. My values are different from your values, and my goals are different from your goals. And I think it's really interesting just starting that conversation, trying not to judge people in the way that they spend money, just respecting it, respecting other people's values, other people's preferences. Yeah. I think that's all I wanted to say. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Feel free to comment as well if you liked the video and would like to see more of these. I really appreciate you being here. Before I let you go, I need to show you this view. Wait for it. Oh my gosh, okay. How do I turn this camera around? I mean, are you kidding me? Gorgeous. And it is officially golden hour.